We're often told to be nice and to think of others before ourselves. But can being too nice be a problem? Sometimes when we give a lot, we might not get the same in return. Some very kind people end up feeling empty because they give away too much, both in money and feelings. Can being super nice even get us into trouble? You might be shocked by the problems that can come from being too nice. Today, I'll share 10 surprising issues you might face if you're always super kind. Plus, I'll give you 4 simple tips to make sure others don't take advantage of your kindness. 1. Being too nice might make people think you're weak. When people see us, they often make quick judgments. One common mistake they make is thinking that if someone is very kind, they must be weak. The saying, too much of a good thing can be bad, fits here. If you're always being super nice without thinking about it, people might get the wrong idea. Instead of seeing your kindness as a good thing that takes patience and a big heart, they might think you're easy to push around. If you're always doing everything for others, not standing up for yourself or avoiding problems, some might think you can't stand up for yourself. This can be a problem because people who like to use or control others might see you as an easy target. This wrong idea can lead to other issues too. Instead of people respecting you for being genuinely kind, they might feel sorry for you or even look down on you. The sad part is that your good actions are misunderstood, and this might attract negative attention or make people doubt you in some situations. The Stoics, with their emphasis on rationality and discernment, would say, be kind but also be smart about it. It's important to know when to help others and when to set limits. By making sure our kindness comes from both a caring heart and self-respect, we can avoid being seen as weak and be seen as strong and caring members of our community. 2. Being too nice might make you expect too much from others. When we're really kind to others, we might hope they'll be just as kind back. We don't always want something in return, but deep down, we might hope they'll at least say, thank you, or do something nice for us in the future. Stoicism tells us that we shouldn't do good things just because we want something back. These teachings say that being kind is its own reward, and we shouldn't worry about what we get in return. It's like saying, do good things because it's the right thing to do, not because you want a prize. But if we're always the ones helping and giving, it's natural to hope for some appreciation. If we don't get it, we might feel sad, upset, or even think that others are using us. Over time, if people always see us as the ones who give, they might start to expect it and not thank us or help in return. It's great to be kind, but we also need to remember that it's okay to want some appreciation. Being kind doesn't mean letting others take advantage of us. We should be kind without expecting things in return, but it's also important to make sure we're treated fairly. 3. Don't forget who you are. Stoicism teaches us about knowing ourselves and staying true to who we are. It tells us that we should understand our own dreams and values to live a happy life and help others. But sometimes when we're always trying to make others happy, we can forget about ourselves. Being kind is good, but if we always put others first, we might lose track of what we want and who we are. It's not good to only feel good about ourselves based on what others think or how much we do for them. Over time, this can make us forget our true selves. We might start living how others want us to live instead of how we want to live. When we always put others first, we might forget our dreams and what makes us happy. Being there for others is great, but we shouldn't forget about ourselves. If we only see our value in what we do for others, we might forget our true worth. Stoicism teaches us to find a balance. It's good to help others, but we shouldn't forget who we are. By understanding ourselves better, we can be truly kind and help others in the best way. 4. You attract takers, not givers. Everyone has a way they act around others. Some people like to help and give, while others mostly take. When we're always helping and not looking out for ourselves, we might end up attracting people who just want to take from us. If we're always giving too much, some people might see it as a chance to take advantage. These takers can sense when someone is too generous, and they might come around looking for favors or help without giving anything back. Over time, this can make us feel tired, used, and upset. What's worse is that we might push away the good people who like to give and help, just like us. These givers might feel they can't give back enough, or that their help isn't needed. This means we end up with more takers around us and fewer givers. It's important to be careful about this. We should make sure we're not always giving too much. This means learning to set limits, saying no sometimes, and making sure our kindness is real and not too much. By doing this, we can have better relationships with people who care about us and want to give back. 5. You might face financial troubles. It feels good to help others, especially with money. But always being the one to lend money can lead to problems. If you keep helping others financially, you might end up in money trouble yourself. When you often give or lend money, people might start to see you as the person to go to for money help. This can put pressure on you to keep giving, even if you can't really afford it. It's like being expected to do something you didn't sign up for. Every time you use your money to help someone else, you might have to give up something you wanted, like buying something special, taking a trip, or saving for the future. Doing this a lot can stop you from reaching your own money goals. It's good to be kind, but you shouldn't put your own money at risk. If you're borrowing money using credit cards a lot, or using all your savings to help others, you're putting yourself in a tough spot. This can cause stress and big money problems later on. Also, if you always help others with money, they might not learn to manage their money well. This doesn't really help them in the long run. It's okay to help others, but you should have limits. Maybe set a budget for helping. Only lend what you can afford or offer advice instead of money. Helping is great, but it's important to make sure you're safe too. In the end, it's great to help others with money, but you have to be careful. It's best to help in a way that's good for both you and them. 6. Being too nice can stop you from having real friends. Relationships are about give and take. But if you're always giving and never receiving, you might not have real friendships. Instead, people might just like being around you because of what you do for them, not because of who you are. When you're always helping others, people might see you as just the helper and not get to know the real you. Over time, you might feel like you have a lot of friends, but you have to ask, are these friends really there for you or just for what you can give them? If you're always the one giving, you might start to feel lonely, even if you're always around people. This is because the friendships might feel one-sided, like you're doing all the work. Some people might only be your friend when things are good or when they need something, but when things get tough, they might not be there for you. This can make it hard to trust people and open up to them. Real friendships should be based on both people caring about and helping each other. It's important to let others know what you need and set limits. This can help you find friends who really care about you, not just what you can do for them. Remember, it's okay to ask for help and let others know how you feel. By being honest and showing your true self, you can make real, lasting friendships. In short, being kind is great, but don't forget to look out for yourself. Make sure your friendships are real and that both people are helping each other. 7. You might be more exposed to being manipulated. People naturally want to help and be there for others, but when we're always ready to help, some might try to take advantage of us. If we don't pay attention, we might not notice when someone is trying to trick or use us. Some people are really good at getting others to do what they want. They know how to spot kind-hearted people who like to help. These tricky individuals can use kind words, fake problems, or even make up secrets to make us feel close to them. Their tricks can include making us feel guilty, pretending they can't help themselves, or acting very thankful. If we keep falling for these tricks, it can hurt us over time. We might start to feel used, doubt ourselves, or even think we're not good enough. Being taken advantage of over and over can make us feel tired and upset. It's important to be alert and protect ourselves. While it's great to help others, we also need to make sure no one is tricking us. This means we should watch out for signs of people using us, set limits on how much we help, and be careful about who we trust. This way, we can be kind without letting others take advantage of our good nature. 8. Helping too much can make you feel tired and upset. Helping others makes us feel good. But if we keep giving all the time, we can get very tired and even feel down. It's like a battery running out if you use it too much without charging it. Our body tells us when we're doing too much. We might feel always tired, get headaches, have trouble sleeping, or get sick easily. This happens because we're using up all our energy and not taking time for ourselves. On top of feeling physically tired, we might also feel sad or upset. If we're always helping and not getting help in return, we might feel like people don't care about us. We might also feel stressed because we're trying too hard to make everyone happy. If we don't take care of our feelings, we can end up feeling very alone and empty. The Stoics, with their profound wisdom, tells us that it's important to find a balance in life. They said we should take time to think about ourselves and set limits. This way we can help others without forgetting about our own needs. To avoid feeling drained, we should take breaks, think about how we feel, and do things we enjoy. By taking care of ourselves, we can keep helping others without running out of energy. Remember, it's okay to ask for help and take time for yourself. 9. You might start questioning your own value. In today's world, many people feel they're only valued for what they do, not for who they are. When you always help others, you might start to think you're only important because of your helpful actions. People who always give can start to feel they need thanks or praise to feel good about themselves. But if they don't get thanked, they might feel bad or think they're not good enough, even if they were just trying to be kind. When you think your worth is only about helping others, you might forget about the other great things about you. Everyone is special just by being themselves. But if you only value yourself for helping others, you might feel guilty when you take time for yourself. To feel better about yourself, it's important to remember you're valuable just by being you. Helping others is great, but it's not the only thing that makes you special. Taking time to think, relax, and enjoy things you love can help you remember your worth. In the end, everyone deserves to feel loved and important, not just because of what they do, but because of who they are. Helping others is just one part of you, and you're special in many other ways too. 10. People might take advantage of your kindness. Being kind and generous is a great quality. It shows you care about others. But in a world where not everyone is nice, this can sometimes make it easy for people to take advantage of you. Even though many people are good-hearted, some might see a kind person as an easy target to get something they want. For example, people might try to get you to give them money or do them favors all the time. Some might even try to trick you into things that aren't good for you. There's an old way of thinking called Stoicism that teaches about being wise and understanding the world. Stoics believe you should know how the world works and protect yourself from harm. Being kind doesn't mean you have to say yes to everything. It's important to think about situations and decide if someone is genuinely in need or just trying to use you. Setting clear rules for yourself about what you will and won't do can help. Saying no sometimes is okay. It helps you make sure you're helping in the right ways and not being taken advantage of. In short, it's great to be kind, but always be careful. Make sure you're helping for the right reasons and not letting others use you. Being kind is great, but it's important to not let others take advantage of you. So how can you make sure you're kind in the right way? 1. Understand your feelings. Think about why you're helping. Do you really want to, or are you just trying to make someone like you? If you feel tired or like people are using you, think about why you feel that way. 2. Know when to say no. It's like putting up a fence to protect your feelings and energy. It might be hard to say no sometimes, but it can make you feel more in control. If someone keeps asking too much, talk to them about it and let them know your limits. 3. Take care of yourself. Remember to do things that make you happy and relaxed. Read a book, go for a walk, or just rest. Also, eat healthy, exercise, and sleep well. When you feel good, you can help others better. 4. Check if help is really needed. Before you help, think about if it's really needed. Is the person just going through a tough time, or are they always asking for favors? Listen to your feelings and ask friends for advice if you're unsure. The Stoics always said to find balance in everything, even in being kind. Don't forget, it's okay to think about yourself too. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you want more videos like this, click subscribe. Keep being balanced, kind, and always be yourself. See you next time.